everyone. I missed yous. There yous are just. Good morning, good morning. I have been rushed off my feet for the past few days. I've had the grandson, you see, for 7 o'clock in the morning right through to 6 o'clock at night. So I've just been sitting down for my dinner at like 7 o'clock at night. So I've had a good couple of days. I'll tell you all about it when he's come in. Wait, to get the chat and everything up. I missed yous. I did miss yous. I was just exhausted. Even last night when I had went to my bed, I was like, oh my God, my living room needs tidied. And do you know what? I can wait till tomorrow. So I'll hoovering that today. I just couldn't be bothered doing it yesterday. Right, let me get the chat sound is down. Hello, good morning, Azkia. I hope I'm saying your name right. Good morning. Thank you for coming in to the chat. Today I'm going to be drinking Sprite. So oh, my camera looks a bit fuzzy. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can, let me see. Is that any better? It might be oily because I've got oil on my hair, just see. Dennis, good morning to you, Dennis. That is better. That's better. I've got oil on my hair. I've got the hospital tomorrow, you see, to see about my scalp. So I've shoved on the oil. I tell you, see, trying to get this oil off my hair once it's on, it's a nightmare. I've got to shampoo it like 4 times or something to get it all off. But see, once I do, my hair's as smooth as anything. Catherine, good morning, lovely Catherine. Good morning to you. I missed yous. I missed yous all. Sprite today. So I've got a busy day again, but I've got my nails to do. I've got my things to set up for my video tomorrow. I've got 2 videos to make tomorrow. I've got my makeup video and I've got Kaylee's lovely video that I'll be doing as well in the morning. There's my Sky. Sky, my beautiful Sky. Don't worry, I'll always come back. I won't be disappearing for a long time. Ella, good morning to you. Thank you for coming in. Oh, granny duty, I'll tell you. What a laugh. I have been having such a laugh with this grandson of mine. Look, what the hell's that meant to be? Look at that. Look at my hair. Look at this bit. See, you can't control it. What the F? It doesn't even want to sit behind my ear. It just wants to stick it. Do you know what? I'm just leaving it. It gives me character. It gives me character. Oh, yeah. So, do you know what? I was telling Sophie there. I'd been away and got my prescription, by the way, and they had near enough everything, which I was shocked about. The other day, he was pushing his brains at me, like, oh, he's doing a poo. He's doing a poo. And Sophie says, I'll do that nappy, right? So he done a poo, and when Sophie was changing his nappy, it was just a tiny wee bit of poo like that, right? So yesterday he was pushing away, and I was like, oh, he's doing a poo, and it'll be like that. Seeing I took the nappy off, I was like, oh my God, we're going to need more wipes here. It's everywhere. I was like, oh my God, you saved that one for your granny, son, didn't you? You saved that one for your granny. Oh, I was like, there was no time for photos or anything like that to show Amanda this nappy. It was like, Houston, we've got a problem. That's what it was like. It's like, you just saved that up for your granny. And another game he loves to play, I've got the high chair. So he was in the high chair yesterday. So he was I was putting all the toys on the high chair. And he's taking the toys and he's looking at me and just looking and dropping them over the edge. And then picking up another one and dropping it over the edge so that I've got to go up and put it on. A great game, that. So... And I had him outside. Morning, Green Rose. Good morning. I had him outside in his space shuttle. And I had him outside in the pram. And I put him right next to the water feature when he was in the pram so he could hear the trickling of the water. So it's been, look, as I say, I never had nothing to eat or drink to 7 o'clock last night. That's how, see, when he's sleeping, it gives you a chance to clean his bottles and sterilise his bottles. See, by that time, he's up again. So, and I had a cartoon called Miss Rachel on YouTube. I had that going. And on my big telly, I had the baby channel. I had the baby channel going as well. So it was all happening. I'm kind of missing them today. I think I'll need to put on Miss Rachel, the baby channel, and just sit here and watch it. I want to know what happened to the ducks that didn't come back. And round in my head is like, there's 4 little ducks went swimming one day over the hill and far away. Mommy duck said quack, 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 and only 3 little duckies came back. That's swirling round my brain. So I'll need to listen to some heavy metal or something. I'll need to get Ozzy Osbourne on. Get that out of my bloody head. So if you're thinking I'm looking slick as F, it is because I've got, look how oily that is. Can you see how oily? It's this. It's a steroid, so it is, and it says oily as hell. See, I was ready. I nearly doxed myself there, so I did. Elcon, it's called. Elcon ointment. And it says greasy as hell. But look, so I'm going to see the scalp person tomorrow because it's not healed and it's spreading out in my face, which we can't be having that. I can't be having this in my face either. So I'll be seeing them that. But you know what? I had a terrible nightmare last night. A terrible nightmare. So I'm thinking about the hospital tomorrow. It's early, so it won't interrupt my flavouring tomorrow with these. So I've got the hospital, so I've been thinking about that obviously, and then with having the wee fella, that's what he's on my mind. So I dreamt last night that I went to the hospital and the hospital said your cancers came back and you've only got 4 years to live. And I was going, no, my grandson won't even know me. Like that in the dream. It was terrible. And I woke up like that. See, anybody that's had cancer before, this is the psychological thing that you've got for the rest of your life. Everybody's got it. My brother's got it. Everybody's got it. You have nightmares that it's came back one day because it's your worst nightmare to have to go through all that again. So that's what I dreamt last night. So I was talking to Sophie about it and I said, see if that does happen. There's lots of YouTube videos, just bang them on. Apart from the Saturday ones. He doesn't need to know what his granny gets up to on a Saturday afternoon, does he? Sky, I've never had any problem with my scalp until, well, 5 years ago when it all started, this, with my scalp. Psoriasis or something they called it. And they said to me it's hereditary, it can be hereditary, which I didn't know. But I'm also starting to get a couple of wee dry parts, like behind my leg, I've got a wee dry patch and stuff like that. But I do swim every day, and that won't, see if they tell me I can't swim again, I'll just need to suffer the scalp thing, because I won't be stopping my swimming, because mentally and all that, it keeps me going. I enjoy my swimming. Yeah, I know, green roses. You're always, and see, as soon as you've got a sore head or anything, you're like, oh my God, it's in my brain. That's what you get. But yeah, I have recurring nightmares and stuff. So I've got my psychologist on Monday, so I can talk about all of this to my new psychologist. You know, just let it off. We'll just tell. Listen, see anybody that's got any kind of mental problems like myself for that, I would highly recommend therapy. Because I didn't think therapy was going to work for me. And remember the state I was in last year? I was one hot mess last year. I didn't know my arse from my elbow, as we say, last year. And I thought therapy, and I thought it's not going to help me. And I thought I'll need to do it for my kids. My kids need me here, so I can't be doing stupid things to myself. And I went to my therapist and she was great. But she was like, no, you're going to need psychology. My training only does so much. You've got a whole double-decker bus full of stuff. See, she called it complicated trauma. I've got complicated trauma as well as other PTSD. She told me that, and other stuff. Going way back to when I was a wee girl and I used to have to spend time in hospital, and mums and dads weren't allowed to spend the time in the hospital with you. So basically your mum and dad would drop you off at the hospital and they would come up and visit like once or twice a week, so you were in there. You were in there, and the only kind of contact I got was with doctors and nurses coming around and sticking needles and stuff in me. So it's never that's always never been good. Do you know, that's where it all started. All my problems, I think. So I'll be talking to my therapist, and I won't be holding back because what's the point? What's the point in going and not say? And I did say to my therapist that in fact I showed her that the scars have healed up now, but my wrists were in a state last year. And I showed her, I thought I'm not even going to hide it and see if they need to lock me up. They need to lock me up. That's the mental thing I was in last year. And it's worked wonders because I've been great. I feel great this year. This year's been brilliant. Is it not, Green Rose? Maybe it's just that counsellor. See, this wee woman I had she was so lovely. She was really, really lovely, so she was to me. But even at that, she says, no, you're going to need somebody. You're going to need somebody a bit more qualified than me with all this crap that I've got. And I was saying to her, listen, nobody would believe all this stuff. It's like a book. See, if you were to read my life, people would be like, aye, that's made up. It's just one thing after another. Bits of bone removed from my ankle, dye injected into my veins. I mean, I've had a lot of shit happen to me. Constellation, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. Remember I had radioactive stuff. Remember I had radioactive stuff injected into my arm, and the veins in my neck were heating up. Remember that? I thought my head's going to, because it was like an episode of The Boys. I was like, oh my God, man. And she went, I'll put it in a bit slower then. I was like, hi, please do, before my head blows up. A lot of stuff's went on with me, so I'm looking forward to it. It's a different health centre and all the rest of it, but they'll know what they're doing anyway. And it's good to have somebody to lay. Do you know, I always felt a bit lighter. I felt a bit lighter. MRIs are not very nice. CT scans are easy. The bone scan, it was the bone scan that I get the radioactive stuff put in the bone scan, and you weren't allowed to sit next to children or pregnant ladies. That's how radioactive I was. I was glowing in the dark. In fact, they had one of the Giga counters or whatever it is, right? I can't remember. Something that the thing is radioactive. And my dad stood in front of it and it was like 2. I stood on front of it and it was like 20,000 or something. I was like, my God, I'm not half radioactive. I don't know why they've got to do that in a bone scan, but they do. The MRI and the CT scan, they can inject metallic stuff into you. It makes you feel as if you've done a little bit of a pee. Kind of heats you up in places, that wee jag. Do you know, see now I'm like, God, I feel like just going for a scan to feel that. Like, God, just give me the dye, just inject me with that stuff again. Oh, aye. Do you feel warmth? Oh, I feel the warmth now. Yes, the warmth's definitely there. Do you know, Sky, it was the MRI I had to do the Superman pose for. That's how they found my primary tumour, because they didn't know where the primary tumour was at first. They knew what they cut out me wasn't the primary. I don't know how they know these things, but they knew it wasn't the primary. So I had to lie inside an MRI machine, and they're round like that. It's like a tube of toilet roll, and I was like a big fat sausage getting squashed in this MRI. We had boobies at the time, and one boob was down like a vice that they screwed in, and this boob was down another vice that they screwed in, and I had to lie like Superman like this. And it took 20 minutes to prepare me in this machine. I had the thing in here to get the dye. 20 minutes. And I started to take a panic attack. And I was like, oh my God, listen, I know that it took a long while for me to get into this position and stuff like that, but I'm starting to find it hard to breathe. I was like, oh my God, I need to get out here. It was terrible. It was terrible. And they were like, just look out, try and look out the machine. The wee nurse was at the top like that. Just look at me. And bang, 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 bang. You've got the headphones on and oh. Did you, Green Rose? See, I've had it in the CT scan's easy though. That just you're just through the machine. That's not so bad. But the MRI, see that bang, 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 and you've got to listen to music. Well, try and listen to music, even though you've got your headphones on. You can't hear the music. You know, it's belting out Aerosmith. You can't hear it with the noise of that machine. and you're not allowed to move, sneeze, cough, anything like that. That's pressure right there. That's, oh God, I feel as if a wee sneeze is coming on. You've got to hold it. See, the stuff that is for the CT scan, the stuff that makes you feel, the one that for the MRI, I didn't feel that, but the CT one, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you taste metal in your mouth. M&P, good morning. Thank you for coming in. Wait till you see this doggy mine. Look at Mr. Mikey. What's he like? Look. That's him happy now. You see him digging up his wee bed? Look at that. Oh, there's something in the bin. He's much better. His eyes back to normal. Can't you believe it? So tomorrow's just like the scalp check, to check the scalp. I'll be saying to him, it's still no good. See, if they ask me to shave my head, I'll be like, no, I've been there bald before and I don't want to be bald again. See, that's probably why I've been dreaming about that I had cancer and all that, because I'm going for the scalp and stuff. Oh, Green Rose, I mean, I must glow at night, because see, back when I was like a wee girl and stuff like that, they never had MRI scans and CT scans, or see if they did, I never got any, because you know, all I got was x-rays. Hundreds of x-rays. Maybe even going into thousands of x-rays I've had, because I used to have to go to hospital every fortnight to get x-rays done. Multiple x-rays. X-rays of my foot and x-rays of my back. That you've got to hold, put your arms around the plate like that and get my whole spine. So it's amazing that I'm still alive, really. Yeah, God's been good. I mean, I'm always saying to God, what next? But listen, I'm still alive, so He must be keeping me here for some reason. I'm here to teach you about all this stuff. Like, stay away. Don't be doing this and that. But yeah, I think I've had every scan known to man now. I think I've had just about everything. Do you know what I had that was pretty cool though? But I've told you about this before. But a lot of people can't look at it. But I found it fascinating. And it wasn't a heart echo. No, it wasn't a heart trace. It was called a heart echo, and it's in colour. And they scan your heart to make sure that you're going to be able to survive chemo, right? So, and they go into the 4 chambers of your heart, and see as you're watching it, you can see a wee flap thing going like that, just flicking up like this over a vessel, and each chamber of the heart sounds different, and you could hear different sounds for each chamber. I found it amazing, interesting. My God, that's inside me, and it's going like the clappers. But the guy that was doing it says a lot of people can't look at it. They get kind of freaked out when they look at their heart. I found it quite, I was quite engrossed in it. It was quite an amazing thing to see. So I've had a busy week, and I'll have a busy next week as well, probably. So see, if I'm not live streaming, you know why. I'll be granny duty. And honest, listen, I had to pee. I had to take him into the bathroom and with his pram while I done a pee and everything yesterday. So it's like I've no time. I've absolutely no time. I'm too busy. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, he's a wee angel. Oh, and he's so good for his granny. So good for his granny. Wait till I show you what I bought him. It's in my cupboard. Do I want to go in? Do I want to show you it in the website? Aye. Because, you know, I can't be bored getting up and getting into my wardrobe to get it out. Wait till I show you. Well, I must say, it's not me that's got it. It's Santa. One of the things that Santa has got. Right. Is this the right shop I'm in? I think it is. No. Did I save that? Hold on a second, guys. Hang on, like. Ah, I have got it saved. Wait, you see this that Santa has got. Can you remember way back in the 80s and stuff like that? Wait a minute to type it in. You had space hoppers. That's so cute. But one's his again. It's not that one. There it is. That's his. I mean, the space hoppers that you used to sit on. I'll show you a space hopper so that he's there. So you know what I'm talking about. Right. Remember they things back in the 80s that you sit on and bounce? Look at this. Look at these ones. That's the one they've got him. Look at that. It's like a space hopper, only you sit on it like that. So I've got him that one because he likes dinos. So, another thing. Of course, I will see when I was getting my MRI. See if it wasn't for the wee nurse that was at the top, like distracting me. I took a panic attack, but I've had loads of MRIs. I can't even count how many MRIs I've had to date, but loads of them. And I've always been all right. It's just like the noise, I think, scares people. But see, the bone scan, it's in a wee kind of chair and it's got you all over the place. Like, woo! It's like, way Disney ride. Yeah, he's going to love it. He's going to love it. Of course, I did I say good morning to you. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I apologise. Good morning. Thank you for coming in. Yes, see, it's that's what the one that I'm talking about, the CT scan. It's like a wee bit of warmth down below. Ooh, the MRI when I got the stuff injected, it didn't give me that sensation. But the CT, I feel like going for a CT scan just to get that. I feel it's been a while. It's been a while. Isn't that a cute wee thing? Open-minded, my lovely open-minded. How are you? How's the garden? I love looking at your garden pictures. Yeah, so that's another thing. I can't. I really am going to need to start moving things. Do you know what I was thinking? You buy stuff like that and then you don't realise what you've done, because I can imagine that inflated getting thrown at my snow globes. Smash. You know what I mean? Thrown at the dogs. The dogs will be scampering for their life. Oh, I love thunder. I love thunder and lightning. Apart from, remember when I went to Croatia and I've never been so close to a lightning bolt in my life. And I've been to Florida, and everybody knows, see, Florida, around about 3 or 4 o'clock every afternoon, it seems to thunder and lightning at the same time. It's great. So, I'm used to thunder and lightning. But when I went to Croatia and I took a wee video of it, the smoke, it was just like along the road, and this bolt of lightning came down, whack, the hotel shook like that. I let out a scream, and there was smoke bellowing like that. I came in and locked the door. I was getting a bit frightened. I've never been that close to a bolt of lightning in my life. I was like, oh aye, wait till I'm in a foreign country without them and then strike me with lightning. Where you see, I've always it was surprised me, the because it was a Superman pose when I was in it, that I don't know if it was because of that or because they had a boob down like these vices kind of thing, and I was like extra trapped. I don't know if it was that or just I don't know, but it's the first time I've ever had a panic attack in one of the machines. Because see, when I'm in hospitals, I'm quite used to everything. I mean, there when I get the thing put down my throat, I never even took any sedative. I was just like, just put it down my throat. Just all the way to my stomach. Yes, just you do, doctor. Swallow this pipe. Heard that one before, but okay. So medical procedures don't really scare me because I've been through so many, which is a shame when you think it. See, when you're comfortable getting needles and stuff stuck into you, it's... No, I've not. No, tomorrow I have to get, it's just my scalp inspection I have to get tomorrow, but I had a nightmare last night, open-minded. See, because I've been watching my wee grandson, I dreamt enough to get the scalp and all that, and I'm obviously thinking about my hair, and maybe I was thinking about when I lost my hair with the cancer, and I dreamt last night that the doctor told me I only had 4 years to live, and I remember going, because I had cancer again, and I was thinking, oh my God, the grandson's not even going to remember me, he won't remember me. Yeah, see, it doesn't bother me. The only thing that does is the amount of X-rays I've had. I glow in the dark now. Hundreds, as I say, thousands probably going into thousands. Lizzie, how are you, my beautiful Lizzie? I hope you're doing well. Isn't that amazing, Cosa? That is amazing. Do you know, even now my cancer was back in 2014, and now it's even better treated now than what it was back then. So each year, and people that donate to the cancer charities and the radiotherapy, I like to give a wee bit to the radiotherapy, the Beatson, if I've got a wee bit extra cash, because it's amazing thing. See, you see the size of that machine, that radiotherapy machine, it's an amazing thing. And although I'm kind of burnt with it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I've still got my tattoo, it's right there. I've got a wee tattoo here, a wee tiny dot. That they line you up in the machine. See, you know what, and they said, do you mind if I give you a tattoo? I was like, oh, batter on, what do you want to give me? A skull cross snake combo? They're like, no, just a wee dot. I was like, no, you can batter in, just tattoo anything you want on me. Of course you can tattoo me. Going to do a SpaceX there. Oh, it cost that. It was. I woke up like that again, but horrible. Well, I suppose it is a change when we're watching the wee fella. Oh, open-minded, my heart's bursting with love. I was telling everybody yesterday, he gave me a special nappy. I was like plastered. I was like, oh. Becky, good morning, Illinois. My goodness, beautiful Illinois. See, I flew over Illinois when I was going to Florida one year, and see the size, it just... Because seeing in Glasgow, Scotland, when you're travelling over Scotland by plane, it's like lights here, a wee town here, and then it's darkness, and then lights there, and then darkness, and then lights there. It's like wee towns like that. When I was flying over Illinois, it was just lights, though. I was amazed looking out the window, and it was like it was night time, so it was absolutely beautiful. Oh, I tell you what, listen, I took my shoes off at 7 o'clock last night also. Oh, there, I've broke this again. Wait till you see this. This is terrible. This is what I'm reduced to. And I've lost a bit yet. This is struggles. This is the struggles. Every time it falls, it smashes. Right, let me put it back together again. It's a process here, like that. I tell you though, the way it's going to drop off me, because he's a chunk and a half here, boy. He's a really chunky boy. Do you know, I'm a bad granny already. I'm a bad granny. He was sitting here on the couch, facing the laptop, because I had one of his programs, Miss Rachel it's called, on the laptop, and also on the big telly there's cartoons going. So he's sitting, and it was really warm yesterday, so he had wee shorts on, so he had bare leggies and feeties out. His feeties were out. So on his feeties I got like about 7 or 8 toys and I put them all on his feeties, and I was saying to him, "That's it, son, kick the shit out of them." His legs were like that, kicking like hell. Giraffe was getting a kicking. Parrot was getting kicked off the couch. It was a great game. Bad granny. It's like, "That's it, son, kick the shit right out of them." So he was doing it. He was kicking for granny. I kind of miss him. I do miss him the day. But I'll have him next week at some point anyway. Oh, I'm a naughty granny. Definitely. But you know, I was also teaching him yesterday that they're never too young. He was in his space shuttle and I was telling him, "You're in your space shuttle now." I says, "And do you know that it takes 4 days to get from the Earth to the moon by Saturn V rocket? 4 days it takes you to the moon." So, and then we were seeing, there was something on about like gazelles. So I was telling him, "Do you know that there's a lot of gazelles, Xander? There's an awful lot of gazelles out there because," and then I thought myself, I better not tell him because lions like to eat them. Just because the mummies have a lot of babies. I said to Amanda, see when he's watching The Lion King, then we'll let him know about, you know, the circle of life in Africa with the animals. Oh, no, it's no, oh my goodness, it's no. See, the USA is my most favourite place in the whole world. It really is. I love it. Hopefully I can get back one day. I'd love to get back one day. Do you know, see, every time I've went, it's weird. I don't know if I was maybe American in my last life or something like that. But I've always felt as if I was home. Know that feeling that, oh, I'm home again? That's the kind of feeling I get when I'm in the USA. I don't know why, I just do. I love it. I love everything about it. Even your TV commercials, we call them adverts. Even the TV commercials, I can sit like that. 3 feet of bacon on a pizza. Did you see that advert in the USA? See if you haven't seen it. I swear to God, there's a pizza, I don't know who makes it, right, over in the USA. 3 feet of bacon? 3 feet of bacon? Now, who needs to eat 3 feet of bacon? Probably me. 3 feet of bacon on this pizza. I can't, oh, it's amazing. And also what I've noticed that over in America, see when they're selling drugs like constipation tablets, pile cream, stuff like this, right? In the UK, they'll just go and buy this cream, it's good for your ass. Just stuff like that, they'll say. But in the USA, they go, buy this cream, it's good for your ass. May cause bleeding of the gums, bleeding of the eyes, prolapse, diarrhea, sickness, nausea, constipation, suicidal thoughts. I mean, they go through. I'm like, oh my God, I think I'd take my chance with the piles, actually. I might take my chance just with the piles. Bleeding near the eyes? Oh no, I'm not like that. So they don't do that here, but I suppose in America they've got to keep themselves right, you know, by reading all the side effects that could happen. May cause bleeding of the eyes, gums, mouth. What? Constipation tablets? Yeah, Becky, this was 3 feet of bacon though. It was like a, oh God, I'm going to see if I can find it. It was like a square pizza. I'll never see, I'm going to see if I can find this bad boy. Because you need to see this. I'd love to taste it. Right, 3 feet of bacon pizza. Let's have a look. Yes, Little Caesars. There you go, Little Caesars. Are you ready for a pizza wrapped in 3.5 feet of bacon? Yes. I think we're all ready for that. Wait, you see this. Oh, it's not letting me. Hold on, I'm not opening an account. Business journal. See, look, it's wanting me to do that. No, right, well. It's there anyway. Are you ready for pizza wrapped in 3.5 feet of bacon? Look at that. I'm amazed. I think I'd like to try it. Look at it. Look at that bacon. You know what I mean? That's how I love watching the adverts. It's like, is there a little is there a Little Caesars in Disney? I don't think there is. We'd need to go to Disney just to get that pizza, and do you know what? I bet you the whole crust there is just crispy, crispy bacon. Mmm. Yeah, Little Caesars. Little Caesars. We don't have Little Caesars here, but by God. See, when I seen that, I'm going 3.5 feet. And I'm thinking, I'm 5 foot. I'm thinking, that's an amount of bacon, that, isn't it? I don't know how many packets of bacon goes into one of the pizzas, but I bet you, one slice would be nice. I'd like to try that. Becky, thank you so much for coming in, and I hope you have a lovely day at your work. Oh, see, Lotta, I think you could. Did I say good morning to you, Lotta? I hope I did. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to try the pizza, but you know what? You might try it and you'll be like, oh, I need another slice and another slice, and before you know it, you've ate the whole 3.5 feet with the cheese and the oil and oh, I bet you it tastes amazing. That I bet you it tastes amazing. So I love watching the adverts or commercials. The side effects, I mean, we were laughing at some of the things. Heartburn tablets may cause nausea, sickness, diarrhea, constipation, bleeding over the bottom, hemorrhoids, nosebleeds, drowsiness, sickness, suicidal tendencies. Oh, you're like, my heartburn stuff. Oh, you'd be like, that's just too good. But could you, I mean, is it that filling? Do you know what it might be like? See, pina coladas, I love a pina colada, right? And sometimes I would enjoy 2 pina coladas, but see, that's it, because it's heavy and I can't have any more. You know, I couldn't have any more because it's just too heavy. So maybe the pizza's like that. That wouldn't be so bad if you could just maybe have one wee slice of the pizza. I bet you it tastes amazing though. It said $12 there, but that must be an old advert because it's probably more than that now. Here, do you know what they've got in the UK now? Security tabs on the butter. Security tabs on the butter. Because the prices have went up so much, it's ridiculous. The prices have been up so much that butter is nearly £10 for some butter. And they've got security tabs on it. I was saying to the guy up the swimming, I can just visualise somebody going about with a trench coat going, do you want some butter, hen? Do you want slightly salted or normal butter? What do you want? I've got all the butter you need here. Anybody want butter? Two for £1. No, I don't know anybody that would want to go in and steal the butter. I don't, I mean, they have got the baby's milk, which is a shame. They've got that security tagged. And see if some poor parent had to go to the lengths to steal to get their baby milk. It's just, see if I worked in Asda, I'd be having a blind eye to that. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'd be like, I take the milk and go. I wouldn't be calling the cops for that. But the butter, you know what? I think I'll go in and get some butter, nick some butter. I actually bought the butter, but I bought the smaller tub at £5 this morning. Terrible. I don't know what's going on. And I don't know what's happening in Parliament either. I tell you, the UK's, I don't know what's going on for women. That's why I don't watch the news. I don't know what the hell's going on. Apparently the Prime Minister has resigned, but he's still going to stay in 10 Downing Street and he's going to have a shindig for the wedding that he had last year and with the taxpayers' money. And, priorities. As I say, there's people out there that have got to go to the lengths to steal formula milk for babies, and yet they're going to spend all this taxpayers' money on a right good party for Boris and his wife that have been married for a year now. That's not right. That's not right. Why not build some hospitals or schools? Or do you know what? Just give the money to hospitals and schools and stuff like that. People, care homes, things like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to pay for Boris's shindig. We don't want to pay for your party, Boris. I think you've had enough parties anyway, as far as I'm concerned. If you not partied yourself out to the max. All these parties are... It's a party animal, the man. Man loves a good party. God save what I think, yeah. Often I think the world must be looking and going, oh, that's some mess that the UK's in. Oh, well, aye. Aye, well. Although my wee country, Scotland, we're going to try for our independence again next year. We're going to be trying for our independence, so... I think I should open-minded, because see all that party money would be going to people that are struggling. Veterans. Do you know something? Veterans that I have actually witnessed a man that had his legs taken off, begging because he doesn't get any money from the government. The man was away and probably promised the world, fight for your country, see the world, get benefits. You'll never not have a job again. We'll look after you. We'll look after you. The man's got no legs and he's got to beg because he doesn't get any money. Really, is something's wrong, and they can go and spend £400 in one bottle of wine and stuff like that. Come on, and pay the taxpayers' money for parties. That wouldn't be happening in my watch. I'd be like a modern day Robin Hood. That's what I would be. I'd be like, oh, you're a billionaire. Thank you very much. So I'd be distributing it like that. I would have a festival and just have a big balloon with cash and just go, you ready, everybody? And just let it all go and just can be showered with money. Maybe not, because there might be fights. We don't want fights. Everybody would need to get their fair share. Isn't it horrible, open-minded, that man went away to fight for his country and all the rest of it, and has been promised a good career and we'll look after you, a pension, and oh, thank you for your services and all the rest of it. And the man, do you know what? He's got a dog as well, which makes it even worse. He's got a wee dog. Know that the dog loves its master regardless if you're fat, thin, disabled. Dogs love you. He's got a wee dog as well, the man. It's horrible. It's horrible that it's came to that. And as I say, they're having a security tag butter. What's next? The baked beans. Do you want a can of baked beans? You want some Heinz or Asda's own? I tell you, the place is just going to oh. So anyway, guys, I missed these. I'm going to go now. I'm going to try and wash some of this oil off the hair. Do you know, I'll have to shampoo this about 5 times. See, the problem with a scalp problem is you can't just get it on your scalp. It gets all over your hair, so it takes... Do you know the best thing to do if you're in my situation? Washing up liquid first. See, your first shampoo, washing up liquid, because washing up liquid gets rid of oil and stuff like that. So wash your hair with washing up liquid first before you use your shampoo. Learning channel. And I'll be back tomorrow. I'll have been to the hospital. When I come on, I'll have already been to the hospital, so I'll be able to tell you if I had met any cute doctors or nurses. And tell you what happened with the scalp as well. So have a wonderful day, and thank you for all of you for understanding about me not being live, because the wee grandson was here and he needs his granny's time when he's here. So I love yous very much, and I'll be back to see yous tomorrow, and have a lovely Friday. Bye, everyone.